Hi everybody! Now we are on the fourth day of the Inkvent calendar and it is again a pinkish ink, as you can see, and it has shimmer in it, but it's normal shimmer, not the chameleon one, and it's gold. My first thought was, when I saw this ink, okay, maybe this is like Urban Eau de Encre or Encre, don't know how exactly how to pronounce this ink. So here is the swatch card. You can see here the beautiful golden shimmer, and here is the ink color. I also have done a swatch card without the shimmer. Here it looks plain, and here you see it is a very brownish rose. Here is the Chromatography strip. You see here we have a very pinkish red, maybe a coral tone, with a bit of yellow here, and then we have a blue. It's a turquoise, like lamy turquoise. It's not so bright like we had it in the last days. I think it was early dusk that had such a bright blue. This is a little bit lighter, but it's still, I would say, a turquoise color. Turquoise in the blue range, not in the green. So, and the ink looks on the rhodia like this. You can see here the nice shimmer, and what you see here, the see-through from the other page, is again because of the paper, because it is so thin. Didn't have any bleed through or show through on rhodia gold book paper or on the Oxford optic paper. This ink behaved very fine on both those papers. And here it's written with the Beno Briolette. Because it's in shimmer ink, I only have it in a Beno pen. And the dry time, you see it's a very wet ink. We have here 20 seconds. But what surprised me is the water resistance, because you can see here very clearly the word water and also all the lines. So this ink is very resistant to water. You can easily restore what you have written. So the ink on the rhodia gold book looks like this. It's very nice here on the cream colored paper, as you can see. Here is the shimmer. And what I have to say is that this ink looks, when you write with it in a pen, more brown than it looks like rose colored. This is how it looks on the whole page. And I was surprised that I also really liked this color, because it's very unique. I don't know if it's rose or rose colored, or if it is a weird brown. Normally brown inks I don't like that much, but this one was a surprise. And here on the Oxford optic paper, you see here the beautiful shading when you don't have these shimmer particles. But also when you have the shimmer in your writing, it does not disturb very much. So, oh, I have forgotten to show you the ink when it is wet. I will do this now. So, bring a bit closer. So here it really looks very brown. So let this dry, and in the meanwhile I show you the inks that are similar. Here also again without the shimmer, because I don't have any other inks that has the shimmer, so this is better for comparison purposes. Maybe here first the cashmere rose that we had earlier in the Inkvent calendar, and here you see that the Masquerade is much more brown in color. I have here from the red Inkvent calendar raspberry rose, but this has way more purple in it. Same with Harmony from the red Inkvent. Then I have here Turian purple, which also is much more purple in tone. From Teranishi Guitar Innocent Mauve, but this is also more purple. Same for Hara Hara from Sailor Shikori. Then I have here the Australis Rose from Robert Oster, but this is more red or more rosy colored. And here is from Herbern Royal d'Ancre, and here you see that they're not similar. The Herbern ink is much more lighter in tone and is also more rosy colored, and Masquerade has much more brown in it, so they are very far away from being similar. And the two inks that are the closest to Masquerade, but I also have to say they're not dupes like I had earlier with Early Dusk and Aurora and Klinger Permanent Blue. These two inks are also, they're similar but not the same. I have here Muddy Wine from Robert Oster, but this is way more darker and is way more brown than Masquerade. You can see this especially in the writing, because the ink swap here shows, it lets look them that they're similar, but they're not. Here in the writing you see Muddy Wine more brown and very dark, and here Masquerade you see is much lighter. And then I have here from the music set from Diamine Handle, but this is also a little bit more darker and has more purple in the tone. So for the prices, before we go to the prices, here you see the dried ink swap. So here we have the Diamine, but without shimmer, and it is more darker and more brown. You can get it in the 50 ml bottles, and you can get it at Stile at 16,50 or Papier and Stift at 70,50. Maybe also at Applebaum at 60,37. But as I've looked up the web shop, it was not there, so I don't know if they carry this ink. And here we have Diamine handle. You can get it in the 30 ml bottle. But this ink is more purple, and you can get it either in the set, in the whole music set, or if you only want to get this specific ink, you can get it at Stile at 5.50 or at Kaltbens at 5.15 euros. So this was the ink review from Masquerade, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, have a nice day.